You guys, I never get tired of this. Welcome to Strata and Hadoop World 2013. When we started Cloudera 5 years ago, we began on a journey, and you've all witnessed over the course of those 5 years a remarkable transformation in the technology industry. Back in 2008, you didn't have big data. That meme hadn't even happened yet in the industry. You almost certainly hadn't yet heard about Hadoop. If you walk the show floor at today's conference, you will see how far as a community, as a global big data ecosystem, we have come. In 2009, we hosted the very first Hadoop World here in New York City. 700 people showed up. We were over the moon. We could not believe the interest in this platform. This year, this crowd, 3,000 strong, a capacity sellout crowd at this venue, and the reason we're moving next year to the Javits. Over the course of those 5 years, we've seen an important new development, and where we are in the market today, we see a significant new trend emerging. And I want to talk a little bit about that today. When Hadoop was born, it was a complement to traditional data processing systems. It sat off to the side. It was really good at large-scale batch data processing. It could store any amount of data. It couldn't handle real-time workloads, and that was a big shortcoming. That shortcoming, in fact, convinced much of the market not to take the platform seriously. But real-time was always intensely interesting to customers. A year ago, I stood up on this stage and announced the availability of Impala, Cloudera's open-source real-time SQL engine. In the year since, we've added more real-time to the platform as a community and as a company. For example, Cloudera Search, released in the early part of this year. In the single year that these capabilities have been available in the platform, more than 5,000 enterprises are running Impala and Search. Real-time has always mattered. As the platform's gotten more powerful and more capable, but especially more real-time, it's taken on more work. Jobs that you used to have to run in a traditional enterprise data warehouse or in a document management system can now move over to this new platform. They can run natively on this scale-out platform. Data that you used to have to slice and dice and digest because the original was just too big to store, full fidelity for full time, you can totally land that stuff now. This platform, it attracts work, it attracts data. But that's where we've been. It's where we are today. What I want to talk about is where we're going. Sorry, I didn't advance my slides according to the script. At enterprise deployments around the world, we are seeing a significant new trend. Hadoop is moving from the periphery to the architectural center of the data center. We are seeing it emerge as an enterprise data hub, one place to store all your data, work with it in a variety of ways, batch and real time, and deliver it on demand to special purpose systems for further processing. This meme is much in the industry right now. You hear people talk about data reservoirs and data lakes. I don't personally like those terms very much. You know, a reservoir is only useful if you pipe the water out of it. A lake just sits there. A hub is an engineered system. It's a human artifact. It does useful work. It is connected to things. The enterprise data hub, we believe, is a major new advance, a major new tool for managing data in the enterprise. It's worth asking yourself, what is a data hub? What would this thing need to do for me? Well, you know, you'd certainly need a scale-out, affordable, reliable storage platform. Any kind of data, any volume, as long as you wanted to keep it, that would have to be there. You'd have to be able to store all your data in full fidelity for as long as you wanted it. That storage layer would have to have security built in at the very foundation. It would need to do access control, logging, auditing, compliance reporting. You'd want to be able to track data as it entered the system, notice who touched it, how it changed, how the data evolved, and where it eventually landed. So you'd want great tools for tracking and reporting on data lineage. A secure storage substrate would also require a rich collection of engines for working with the data. When you land a petabyte on disk, you can no longer pick it up and move it out for analysis. It's just too big. It's just too heavy. You want query. You want search. You want machine learning. You want analytics that run on that substrate in real time and in batch in place without moving it out. That collection of capabilities, hugely valuable, and lets you work with the data where it lives. But that combination, secure storage with a variety of processing engines, that ain't a data hub, not yet. A hub is at the center. It needs spokes. It has to connect to the other infrastructure that you already rely on in your data center, your enterprise data warehouse, your document management system, your filer and storage infrastructure, and so on. You need to be able to move data on demand to where you need it so that you can work with it using the tools you know. And it would have to connect not just to systems, but also to people. You'd want your users to be able to bring the tools and the applications that they already know, to analyze data, to explore it, to work with it. In fact, you'd want a rich collection of emerging new apps, new tools that could extract new value from the multi-structured data that lives in the hub. If you had all of that, if you had storage that could scale out affordably, land anything, if you had security and manageability, data lineage built into the platform, if you had a rich collection of batch and real-time engines, and if you could connect it to everything else, you would genuinely have something new. You'd have an enterprise data hub. We see this happening in the market today, and we think it's a very big deal. It is, I believe, the future of data management. You want to know why? Enterprises around the world, companies, government agencies, society at large, need to be information-driven today. If you want to decide where to invest your money in order to grow your business or grow your economy, you need to understand simple, structured consumption and production data. And you want to combine that with sophisticated economic models. You want structured and complex data in one place to ask questions. If you want to know where you should build, if you want to understand the risk of ensuring development in, for example, a low-lying coastal area, well, look, you got to get your hands on population distribution data. You've got to take a look at traffic patterns, but you want to combine that with climate models so that you understand what the future is likely to look like. No matter what your mission, no matter what your business, you need to look at all your data. You need to analyze it together in new ways in order to make the very best possible decision. You need a data hub. Today, we're announcing the release of Cloudera 5, the industry's first enterprise data hub. This release bottles up all of the innovation that we've made over 5 years of rolling out enterprise deployments, all of the services and all of the systems that we built over that time. It is the 5th major release of this platform in the company's life. And we're very excited about it. Now, of course, it's a major product release. Of course, it is rife with fantastic new features. I won't impose those on you from the stage here. What I'll ask you to do is remember what I told you before. Scale out storage, security, good data governance capabilities, a rich collection of engines for working on that data in place and delivering results to your enterprise data warehouse, to your storage filer system, to your document management system, connectivity to systems and to people. We've spent the last year and a half building those capabilities into Cloudera Enterprise. We're very, very proud to be shipping the very first enterprise data hub you can get. We see our customers doing it today. But this is merely the first. It will not be the only. This idea, this enterprise data hub, these capabilities, you guys, this is far too powerful an idea. This is far too correct an architecture not to win. You will see this hub emerge at the center of most enterprises that manage data for a living. Now look, we're really excited about the product. We're thrilled with the work that the team has done, but that's not all that matters. If you have an enterprise data hub, you want to be able to choose where you run it. Our customers for the last 4 or 5 years have been building and deploying these systems behind their own firewalls in their data centers. Increasingly, they're asking us about cloud deployment. How do I run this system in the public cloud, in a managed cloud, in a private cloud, behind my own firewall? How do I do that? Well, look, you've been able to roll this entire platform, you've been able to roll all this open source goodness out in the Amazon public cloud for some time now. You can take advantage of Amazon Compute and Amazon Storage to run on Amazon Web Services, and that's fantastic. We're launching, we announced yesterday, a new program that we call Cloudera Connect Cloud, where we work with major enterprise cloud providers to enable them to deliver the enterprise data hub as a service over the network. So, for example, SoftLayer, an IBM company, deploys and operates this infrastructure on bare metal at your behest, so you can run your workloads there without the complexity of managing the systems. Verizon Business offers hosted infrastructure for their customers to stand up and deploy this enterprise data hub capability in the cloud. Likewise, Savvis, likewise, T-Systems. This is a big deal. You should be able to choose the capabilities in the public cloud that you require. In addition, private cloud deployment matters. We're working with OpenStack, the popular, dominant, open source private cloud infrastructure, to integrate our enterprise data hub with all of the OpenStack elasticity, virtualization support, so that you can run this system behind your firewall in the same flexible and elastic way that you do in the public cloud. Now, running it anywhere is good, but there's another important consideration here. Over the past 5 years, there's been tremendous innovation in this space. Remember that batch mode scale-out storage system that I talked about a little while ago? That is not the state of the art any longer. Real-time, security, data governance, all these capabilities have emerged from the ecosystem at large, and we're proud to have played a part. What we know for sure is that pace of innovation is accelerating. New capabilities are emerging now and will continue to come out. New real-time engines for attacking your data, new user interfaces for exploring it, new security and integration models. Our job is to be sure that that runs well in our data hub, that we deliver that goodness to you. If you're putting a petabyte of data somewhere, you are making a decade-long bet on that platform. And you need to know that you're going to get more value out of that data next year, 2 years hence, 5 years hence, than you do today, that it will scale out in capability as well as in capacity. We've launched a new program, Cloudera Connect Innovators, that allows us to work with the best innovative projects and companies in the industry. We are thrilled to welcome Databricks, a Berkeley spin-out that is commercializing the Spark real-time in-memory processing engine as the inaugural innovator in our program. We have worked with Databricks to integrate their software, to deploy it as part of the data hub, and deliver the security and the support that our customers require. I am thrilled to be working with these folks. Our 3 big announcements today: Cloudera 5, our work with the cloud providers, and our embrace of Databricks as the inaugural innovator signal where the market is going. The Enterprise Data Hub is the future. We have one today, you will all have one, and the industry will have a wide variety of choices in the years to come. This architecture is too powerful, it is too right, as I said. It is the way that you'll want to manage data in the data center. It allows you to attack your data in new ways. 5 years of evolution have put us at the stage of this big new advance, a new way to capture and manage all your data. This architecture allows you to rethink data in a way that was previously impossible. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the conference today.